Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. DeAgostini Collectibles Build the Moomin House, Box 19, Part 7. In this video, we're going to be creating a front door to the veranda. As always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. With every stage of the build comes component parts like these and a magazine. These are the component parts stage. 79. Let's have a look and see what we're going to be doing. This is what we're doing. Oh, that's amazing. And it goes there. See where the veranda's here. We've done one of the veranda windows and we're going to be doing the door. I thought this was the front door. I thought this was that one, but it's not that one. It's an even fancier one. Emeraldo, the circus acrobat. Moomin Papa at sea. The return of the lighthouse keeper. Here's a list of all the components and then the step-by-step instructions, and all the instructions are just for the door and the door frame and the stained glass window, and yeah, so there's a lot to do, but we're only doing one thing. And as always, before I start any build, I like to make sure what it says we're supposed to have here, that we have in here, so I can see most of it. Actually, I can see most of it. So we've got the exterior surround, the interior surround. We have 2 vertical strips. We've got, let's see, yeah, we've got interior door frame. Looks like we've got 2 of them, maybe one for each side. We've got the centre door piece. We have the door surround top there, door arch. We've got other things in there, but I can't see everything. Let's see, can't see that. But it's probably in here somewhere. I'm just assuming a lot of things. Yeah, there, and there, and then up behind that is the round window frame. And there are handles there. There's a long pin which I can't see, which assumes in there. We have the frosted stained glass window, plastic panels. Yeah, we appear to have everything that we're supposed to have. We've got a short pin and a long pin. I can't see them. They'll be in a bag somewhere, protected. So, we seem to have everything that we need for this stage of the build. So, we've got our components, we've got our magazine. Let's begin. Let's just zoom in a bit. So, we've got 2 of these, but you have to distinguish between the 2. So this is the external and this is the internal, and the way you know that is because there's a curve there. There's a curve there. That's the on the right hand side, and on the left hand side there's a curve there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a curve. It curves down like that. This is the internal, and this is the external. You just got to distinguish between the 2. So it doesn't really matter which side of the door you start with, because they're the same, but you just got to make sure that you are sticking the right one down, and then once you stick it in place, you see those lines have to match. See the way right across, they've got to line up with this and line up with that. So I'm going to put some wood glue on this frame here, detailing frame. So I'm just going to put like a blob here and a blob there, and then I'm just going to spread it all around like that, just to make sure we get good coverage like that. So that we can stick it in place. I just need to get it off the desk so I can move the glue around. So we just like that. making sure we've got enough glue on, like a thin layer of glue all the way around, like that. Difficult to hold. Let's get glue in there. Like that. Make sure we get some in there. Might need to add a bit more glue just to like that, just so we've enough. So I need to put glue down there and then glue in the middle here like that. Let's make sure we've got enough glue everywhere like that. Okay, so I'm going to stick it onto the door. Just make sure everything's lined up and flush. I might have to clip it because it's wanting to separate a little bit, so I'll just clip it wherever I need to clip it, just to make sure it's staying in place. Like that. Like that. It seems to be holding. Might need a couple more clips. Just so it doesn't separate. One there. One there, like that. Yeah, just let that dry. That's dry now. We've just got to do the same on the other side. So we turn the door over and we turn the surround over. I'd rather have too much glue on here than not enough. So I think we've got enough. Oops. Getting into a bit of a mess there. It's just an even coat all the way around. Scrape on, scrape off kind of situation. Just get off a lot of the excess that you don't actually need. It's covered in glue. Right, let's do this. Let's get it in place and get it flush. Like that. Rid of the excess. You can take it off whether it's wet or dry, it doesn't really matter. Just get it clipped. So that it doesn't move. There. That's it. While that's drying, we can cut out the rounds that surround the glass. Whoops. Whoa. I nearly broke them actually. Wow. Very fragile. So we've got to cut them out because we've got to varnish them or do like a brown wash on them. The same as what we're going to be doing to the door. We really need to do a brown wash on one side of these. One goes on the inside of the door and then one goes on the outside of the door. So we'll be preparing a brown wash to change the colour of the wood. So I've pre-mixed some paint here. It's very thin, so we can give the door a light wash. And remember when we did the floorboards, just move the brush very quickly, like that. Just move it very quickly. Just taking a lot of the paint off. Like that there, you're just giving it a wash, no colour at all, like that. Well, there is some colour to it, like there's a tiny bit of brown, but you know, you just got to give it a wash, a light wash, and if you've got too much on there, you can just keep wiping it off like that. And then the same with the centre of the door, just go around with a brush, just make sure you're getting in all the corners, like that, right up to the edges, there, and the centre panel there, like that. Remove any excess paint onto the paper. Let's turn it around and do the top. Oh, we missed this section here. Just make sure you're getting it completely covered, so it's a wash, that we're not painting it brown. So I'm just taking any excess off like that, just removing any excess that we don't need. Then again here, like that, around there like that. And leave that to dry, and we'll do the other side as well, because it's got to be the same colour. So just flip the door over. I'm going to do the other side, like that, there. Just keep removing any of the excess, like that. So just getting the basic colour without any, or the basic wash without any colour to it, like that. See where we've got a bit too much paint there, just wipe it off on the paper. Wipe all the excess off on the paper like that. Keep working it round like that. All the edges. If we get too much paint on there, we just take it off. Like that. Just remove it. It's got this middle panel to do now. That. There we go. Then we just got to do these two. Well, one of mine's broken. I'll be able to stick it together. It's fine. Just make sure it's the right way around. Let's see. Yeah, they're so delicate that they can break, but I can glue it back together when I put it on the door. I'm not worried about that. Just get it covered. Because of the paper towel and because of how thin it is, it catches the paper towel and wipes the paint off. Like that. There. Let's let them dry now before we do any more work on that door. Firstly, we've got to put one of these circles, which I'm going to use the broken one, onto the outside door, and remember it curves this way when it's the outside. So I'm going to put some glue on the ring, and then I'll glue the rings together, which is going to be good. Two birds, one stone and all that. So I'm just going to turn it over. I'm going to put some glue on here, like that. Spread it all around. Make sure we're getting enough. Right. So I'm going to sit this on here. Where it goes. Make sure it's fitting properly. Okay, like that. And then get some on this little piece that's broken. Like that. Just making sure we get the right colour, the right side. Okay, that's that. Let's get some glue on here, like that. Yeah, everything's fixable. Everything's fixable. Pretty much in this build, if you make a mistake or if something breaks by accident, everything's fixable. Just going to put this on the door so that I can position everything. That. Position it in place. Close the ring. Like that. There, that's it. Just remove any of that excess glue that you might see. There you go. You can't really tell that it's actually broken. Do the same on the other side. Put the ring on the other side of the door. Yeah, before we do that, we've got to put trying to see what there is. These. So that's frosted. So I'm just wondering what the layer is. So turn the door over and insert the first plastic panel. I wonder if we have to peel off these. Just wondering if we have to peel these off. So I'm not sure. Theirs look clear. Plastic panel, remove the protective film on both sides. Yes. Yes. Connect the tabs in the notches. Yeah, so we've got to get this film off both sides. Wasn't sure there was any, so I thought it was like a frosted effect. Let's just roll that off. Can't really get to it. I don't want to scratch. Alright, time for the tweezers, I think, to do their magic. Oh, they're doing the magic. They're not strong enough to pull the film off, though. No, they ain't doing it. Alright, so pull that off that side and then pull it off the other side. And doing this is kind of, you can't really do it without getting fingerprints on. This is the nature of it. I'll give it a little wipe before I place it in. But yeah, this is it's not easy to come off, this film. Got fingernails, but yeah, it's not doing it, but only takes one right catch with the nail and it's coming off. So I don't want to scratch the glass. But it's getting very, 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 very difficult not to do that. Come on, come on. No, I'm going to have to come back because it's taking too long. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I think we got somewhere. There we go. We've got somewhere now. I pulled a big bit off, so let's just see if we can get some tweezers underneath it. See, I've squashed these tweezers a little bit, so they're not going to, they don't meet in the middle the way I need them to be able to grip and grab. Yeah, but these are coming off though. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming off now. There we go. Just make sure. It's going to give it a rub on both sides just to clear any fingernails. Not fingernails, fingerprints. So I'm going to drop it in there, in that shape. There, like that. And the next thing we've got to put in is this red part on the top and on the bottom left. Stained glass. Hold on to the left. Yeah, I was supposed to say anything, pulling anything off. So its orientation is Maybe it goes that way. Yeah, it goes that way. Let's get the tweezers just to help place them into the shape. Like that. Yes, yes. Okay. Insert the second panel, second clear panel, which is here. Peel off the protective film. Ooh, that rolled away. Yeah, just get this protective film off this side. Right, that's off one side, get it off the other. It's very well protected. Get it off. Yeah, just scratching it, not actually peeling it. Trying to get to the edge, start peeling it off. There we go. There, it's coming off. There we go. That's it, it's off. So I'm just going to give it a little wipe to remove any fingerprints, and then I'm going to place it over the top onto, it should just drop in now. It's dropping in on one side but not the other. Okay. Turn it over. See if it'll go in better the other way around. Yep, that's gone in better that way. See? So we just got to put this over the top, which will hold it all in place. And our door's starting to look really good. Just gonna spread it around like that. Spread it all around. And then just wipe my hands of any excess glue and then just sit it in place. Like, line it up properly. There. Everything's clicking into place. Wow. Yep, that's it. It's done. Leave that to dry. That looks really good, doesn't it? Just want to get rid of that excess glue down there. It is bothering me. Maybe I'll leave it until it dries. Until it dries. Yeah, it was alright where it was. Okay. Yeah. Just checking it. It needs to go. Just line it up so it's even on both sides, like that. Yeah. That's it. lined up properly. I'm going to add one of the handles to the door with some quick drying glue. So it goes halfway down like that. There, it goes right there. Like that. So this is the outside of the door. Just checking it's on the right side. Yeah, it's on the right. It's on the right side and on the right side. Yeah, see what I did there? Yeah. And then I'll put the other one on the other side. To be here, like that. Just put it there. Okay, that's it. Both handles are in place because I was actually looking for holes. So like, there's no holes. Like, what if I covered up the holes? But there are no holes. So I'm gonna have that standing up while the handles dry. So that's the door itself finished. The next thing that we're looking at is the frame for the door. So we're starting off with the door frame. The door's around here, sorry, not frame, it's around there. I've got to cut this bottom bit off here with the knife, so I'm going to do that. Because they're not needed. Need to tidy that up a little bit. So smooth the edges, sandpaper. So there's also use a craft knife to cut the door strips C. I don't know what that is. I don't know what door strip C is. Let's check. What else we've got under here? Checking to see what else I've got in here because it's oh, there we go. Door strips, got them. There we go, door strips. So I've got to cut them too. Turn them over and just make sure they're cut. Give them a little blast with a sandpaper. I'm going to move these aside and we're going to start construction on the frame itself. So I've got a vertical and a horizontal. This is the top of the door. You can see there's a hole in there, and it's got to be white side to the left. So I'm just going to get some glue. And also the larger of the two notches is at the top, so we just put glue in there like that. Just make sure there's enough, there's plenty in on both sides like that. Turn it so the white is to the left, and then we just put this on here, and it goes white side in just like that. So I need it to lie down to dry like that. There. Notice it's white on white. I'll do the other side so that it dries straight. Put some glue in there. Like that. Both sides. Plenty of glue in there. And then we just slide this in place like that. And then I'm just going to put the base on, which will go that way. Very unusual the way it goes in. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes actually. It's quite unusual the way it goes in. So I'm going to put glue in the notches on both sides. So we'll put glue in this notch like that, and also glue in this notch as well. Make sure that it's got plenty in there, and once I get it in like that, just checking which way around it goes. Okay. Yeah, it goes this way. Just need to get it to fit in. Yeah, it's quite tricky. It's very tricky actually. So it goes in there. It's quite tough. Just check out it's the right way around. It's not. It's not. Yeah, the hole has to match. So it has to go this way around. Yeah, this is quite tricky. Oh. Yeah, that one's in. Get this one in. It doesn't matter about the rest of it. I need to get this correct. Oh. It almost broke going in there. It's on. Didn't matter about the rest of the door because it's quite a strange connection. I'll show you. See it there? I had to push these bits of wood through these holes. So yeah, it's the right way around now, and it's curved that way and it's curved that way. So we'll just have it dry now, and it'll dry. It should dry straight and flush. Now that we've got it all together like that. There's a hole there and a hole there matching, because I got it on, but the hole was on the other side, obviously, so it wasn't going to work. So we've got to make sure that all the white is inside, the white inside at the top on both sides and the bottom. So yeah, that is how it's supposed to look. So I'm going to leave that to dry for a little bit, because like it went together quite strangely. Little bits of wood fell off it, but there you see there it is. You can see there, see the curve. Just let that dry for a little bit longer. took my door handles off. I was a bit premature in putting them in, so I'm going to put this door arch in now. So we've got to put glue on the edges. That's why I was squeezing the door in so that it fits better. I'm going to get some glue on the stick and then just move it around the edge of this, like there, like that. Let's get it on there, on there. Let's get it on there like that. Let's get it up the edge like that. And then any excess goes up here. Any excess on here, just a bit. Just going to clean these edges. Made a bit of a mess there as well. Right. So it's got to go in here, like that. It's not fitting exactly, but I'm just going to lay it flat that way so it doesn't tip from its position. So yeah, that's that done. We've got to put another arch on this side. The way it's got to go is, you can see there's a slit down there. That has got to match the hole so that the pin can drop through for the door. So just let that dry and then I'll put this one in, and that will be our arches. This one's a lot thicker than that one, so this one should go from the bottom of that arch all the way up to the top of the door, in theory. I'm just going to add this now, this arch to this side of the door, because remember we've got the hole there, so we just need to put glue there, there, possibly there as well, just to make sure there's a snug fit. I've got to go around that gap because I don't want to get glue down there. So remove some excess, get some glue down the side there, like that. And on here, like that. And then I want to get some on the underside, which I've just glued. Let's see, get some more glue on this stick. It's quite a bit there, quite a bit. Just going to avoid getting it into that gap because I don't want it to. I don't want the pin that goes through it to have trouble sticking. So I'm going to put some glue there, like that. There we go. Okay, so it goes in like this. I'm going to drop it in initially, if I can, like that. And I'm going to push it into where it needs to go, like that. That's looking okay, it's flat at the bottom there. Leave that to dry. So I've turned the door over now, sorry, the door frame over now, so that I can put this on. So we're going to need some super glue here, here and here. And there is a curve here that we've got to match, so this will have to go in like that. So I need to sit this on something so I can pick it up, because once it sits on the surface it's really hard to pick it up. So I need to get the door frame where I need it to be. So I'm going to start putting glue on all the way down here, all the way down here and across the top. I've got to move very quickly because it is, like I said, quick drying glue. So like that there. So I'm going to move, get it on where it's supposed to go, make sure it's sitting where it's supposed to go, which is there and there, like that. And then I'm going to create that curve like that. I'll have to re-glue the bottom of the door, but it's fine. I just needed to get that curve going at the top. The most important thing that was. It's quick drying glue, so the glue at the bottom's dried now, and one of the door things isn't on. One of the door frames isn't on. I just needed to make sure we got that curve going like that, so I can re-stick these two sides down. It seems to be a little bit out. Right, so I'm just going to put glue underneath here. It's mostly stuck down actually. I'm just going to get glue in there like that. Let's press it down there. Make sure that it's properly down. On that side, and then on this side, yeah, it needs a bit of glue in there as well, just in that little gap, like that. Get the brush in like that, and then just press it down. It doesn't take that long to dry. There we go, that's our door in place. We've got to put a bit of decoration on there, which is this. It's got to go on top of that. Seeing how it looks. It's the same size, but it's just got to kind of create an accent detail. So I'm just going to put some glue on there, like that. Get it on in place like that. Press it on. There, like that. Ooh. Sticking to me a little bit, but it's fine. Just need to make sure it sticks. Doesn't take that long to dry. Oh, that's really not sticking at all. A bit more glue in there, I think. I might not put enough glue in, so I'm just going to put a bit more glue in that gap. There, like that. I'm going to put a clip on there, see if I can put a clip on there just to hold it together, like that. Probably have to glue it again there because I've pulled it off with the clip, but it's fine. It's all coming together now. It's all coming together, as you can see. Leave that to dry. What I might do is I might make my door a little bit darker because I think it looks a little bit washed out. So I'm gonna add some more paint to my door because I think see the way it looks in the picture, as you can see there, I think mine looks a bit washed out, so I'm going to add another coat of paint onto the door while I still can. That. So I've got my brush, still got my paint, just going to give it a mix. I just want it a little darker, that's all. So let's do that. Yeah, just a shade darker, as you can see. Will do. Just want the contrast between the white surround and the door frame itself just to be a bit more dramatic. That looks better already. Let's do this middle section, or top section. Just getting all the way up around the edges. Take that around the edge. Yeah, that looks better. It's a bit more looking like the one in the picture. Making sure we just get all the edges. But yeah, that's what it was, but that's a lot better. I'll do the other side when that's dried. While I've got time to do it, I'll just do it. But I think it looks a bit better. I mean, I could go a shade darker, but I'm happy with that. Got to do some more painting, so I'm going to turn the door over. We've got to paint. See where it's dark wood in there, and in there. I've got paint in there as well. Just checking. I know we've got to put some door strips in, I'm just seeing where that is. Yeah. Need to put the door strips in now. I'm going to turn it over like that. Got the two door strips here. And they go in there like that. They sit in there. Like that. So I just need to glue in here and add the door strips. There's two of them, one for each side, so I'll do that while that door dries, and then when that's dry, I can paint just those two areas. So yeah, still lots to do. I have the other side of that door to paint as well. So we need to put glue along here like that. I know it's gone a bit high, but it's fine. I can just spread it all the way up like that. Take glue there, just keep spreading it up like that, just checking that it is going up there. Try it this way. Yeah, I need more glue. It's a little much. I can spin it a bit. There, we just need to get glue in there. Oh, let me just take some off with this. It's a bit much. Yeah, that's easier. Just need to get glue on here. It's a little bit messy, but the glue will peel off. This glue will peel off. Just need to get as much glue on this edge as possible, because it's very narrow. There. We'll get that strip in place. Like that. Let's go turn it around that way, like that. There. That's where it goes. I've just got to get it down, all the way down. There. Remove the excess. There we go. That's the first strip in there. I might actually put glue on the strip itself, because it's not kind of working that way. So I'll put glue on the strip. So I've still got some glue on here. So it's going to go that way. So I'll put glue here, like that. Get it off the back. Let's get it with the strip. Get it in. Goes there, all the way down. Yeah, that's exactly where it needs to go. There. Going to paint the other side of the door. There. It's got a paint inside of the door frame now in the dark wood areas. I'm going to use a smaller brush. Just get a base layer on. Let it soak through the natural wood. Now this. Just wondering if they painted. No, I don't think they did. Just leave that to dry. Got to put the door together now. I've repainted this door a few times so it's slightly darker. Put the handle on. I painted the inside of here with white. I'm just going to get the pins out now to put the door in. We've got a long pin and a short pin. So I'm going to put the short pin in first, glue it in place, and then I'm going to put the long pin in. Long pin, I don't know if the long pin's going to go in, but because there's no obvious hole for it. So I'm going to line the pin in the hole like that. Push it through. Actually, I'm going to need both hands to do that. Just push the pin through like that, and then we can see the pin on the other side. And we just match the hole, which is here. It's quite difficult to see, but quite difficult to do. Hopefully I should just be able to push it in now. I might have to redefine that hole so I can see it. It's there, that's the hole. I'll turn it the other way around. Like that. There, it's gone in. Seems to have gone in. I'm going to close the door like that. And I'm going to glue the end, stop the pin from dropping out. Use a bit of super glue like that. Just let that dry. Doesn't take long to dry, like a minute. The hardest part is going to get the long pin in, but the door fits fine. It's getting this long pin in now, which I don't know how it's going to go. This pin goes in there, like that, goes all the way down. Seems to be stuck. Just open the door. Like that. Pin needs to go down. But it doesn't want to. So I'm going to close the door again. Like that. See if I can push the pin down. Yep, it's going down. Needs to go through the door though. That's the hard part. Trying to get it through the door without breaking the door. Seems like it's gone through the door now. Let's just push it down. Don't need to glue that because the door doesn't go upside down, but there's the door in. Yeah, it's a little bit creaky, but it should loosen after a while. But the pin has gone straight through the door, as you can see. Don't know if you can see there, the pin's gone straight through. Down straight through the door like that, so that's it. I didn't actually think it would go through because there was no defined hole, but I think because it's quite soft wood. So there, that is the door finished. So I'm going to close it properly. There. If you can see the pin there, I don't think you can see it from that angle. Pin's there and it goes straight through the door, yeah. So that is the door completed. And that's what we should be left with. We're not putting this frame thing on yet, but there, that's the door completed. And that completes issue 79 of the build. Let's just move everything out of the way. Get a good shot of the door. Like that. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.